this was one where it went on for about an hour, and I was playing Ashe as ADC. We lost, but it was very close. And I thought we actually had to win after I called Baron. So we'll just play from here. I was really excited because, you know, it's first game of the day. I always like that. Pretty much there was a Yorick in top lane with a Renekton. I don't know what the Renekton's doing. I really don't. Like, what is this doing? I don't like how that Renekton starts that whatsoever. We leashed for the Volibear over here, the Rel and I. Oh, before I started this, right? Before the game started, in the team selection part, they picked Rel. I have never once, the entire time I've been playing League, seen Rel. I've never played against a Rel, and I have not played with a Rel. So I went in Professor and I looked up what Rel's skills are and stuff, and I was like, okay, she's supposed to be a tank support. Like, that's all I could really gather in the 30 seconds I had to check her out. And she gives me shields and stuff. Okay, so maybe that's useful. That's pretty much all I got. Now, I didn't 100% like my Rel support because they seemed a bit passive to me after the first skirmish that we had, in all honesty. Now, the Zillion was facing a Senna in mid lane, so both of these are not typically mid laners, and they're just kind of here. The Senna ends up outright winning lane phase, I think. The Renekton does not at all win lane phase. All three of us lost lane phase. There's a reason why I lost lane phase. The Volibear, I think, only ganked once, if I remember right. But yeah. It's just one of those things. I missed one minion there. I thought I had all three of them, which, that's fine. It's whatever. So I'm just trying to pick up minions. I don't care. Also, their support is a Karma, and I don't like facing Karma. I'm going to mostly focus on my lane. But I do want to check out the other lanes. Like, I want to know why the Renekton lost so bad, because I didn't really pay much attention to why they lost lane. I just know that they did. And there weren't, like, any scary monsters that were created. And so it's like, you know, whatevs. This was just how the laning phase went. And the Misfortune really does get annoying when she lands the Qs at the right spot. And this was one of those first skirmishes, actually. Her E, whenever the Misfortune would E, that is what happened to me. Every time she E'd during laning phase, the Karma would run at me in a straight line and throw skills at me. And I couldn't stop it. And this is where I didn't like that my support was just kind of there. Like, I think they should have backed up. I didn't want to take this. Like, I backed up because I didn't want to get caught by their minion wave and be in front of it. And I just think that Rel is very much out of position here. Now, the Rel does step up here, and I actually kind of step up as well. But I mostly just get minions. Oh, wait. During my skirmish, something happened up here. What happened here? I want to watch this. This is going to be a long recording, but I want to watch this. What happened? Like, you're just calmly taking minions. Oh, he summoned the gremlins. He didn't know what to do about the gremlins. Oh, Jesus. He's taken half of his HP. Oh, my God. Renekton, you poor thing. You have been Yoricked. Now, I don't know why Yorick was just tanking. Yorick is still tanking damage from all of these minions, by the way. That's not good. Yeah, he needs to be very careful about the E on Yorick. Volibear actually, I think, is coming to gank early up there. Back in my lane, this is still just kind of happening. We're pushed up, but we're not exactly winning. We don't know where the Evelyn is. Evelyn is the opposing jungler. And let me just tell you this Evelyn. She visited my lane many a time, and I did not appreciate it. I really did not appreciate it. But yeah. So we hit level 3 here. We're still not in any shape to poke at them. Like, I just want to get experience for this and just kind of poke. The Renekton, in the meanwhile, has just made it so that a gank is not really possible. Volibear takes a weird angle, but that doesn't really matter. You can't get around the hand wall, whatever that is. Evelyn is in river, stealing the Scuttle Crab. Volibear finds this Evelyn, who proceeds to run from him. No. Doesn't. Actually wants to fight. Now this is when the Zillion comes and doesn't need to whatsoever. I mean, yeah, cool. Give some Volibear some defense, and then they're going to go and take on Senna. Well, Senna runs away. And Senna also knows the Volibear is just kind of there. Now back in my lane, the Misfortune has stepped up and probably shouldn't have. Or not the Karma, I mean. But I got chance to poke at the Karma, which is what I tried to do as much as I could. And I was also being very conscious about... Okay, this is where that first skirmish happens, and the Rel just kind of went in. I wasn't ready for it. I flash healed to get away, and then she got ignited and just kind of got punished for it. It was just unfortunate. It wasn't a good play. Evelyn has also now chased Volibear off. Although I think Volibear could have killed her in a fight. No, well, Volibear, I guess, also just wanted his camps, which is fine. Yep. Their support goes in Ward's Dragon. I actually see this because I think I send a Falcon over here in a minute. I do at some point send a Falcon over to Dragon to see what's popping. And Renekton is still just kind of pushed back in the tower. He doesn't even want to, like, go out and get the minions, so he's, like, going to fall back on EXP, which is bad. And, again, so Rel has died once and is somehow still higher level than me. I don't know why. I don't like the leveling system of this game. It's dumb. Then Rel goes ahead and wards Riverbush. We both have vision there now, which is cool. Yeah, and I'm just, again, trying to focus on my minions because I want my farm. I missed one there, and I hit the W thinking I could maybe get both of them. Yeah. And again, there's that E. You saw the Karma start walking up. She didn't fully, but, like, that's what the Karma would start doing. Like, every time the Misfortune would click her button, the Karma just ran up, caught me out of position, which is fine. That's my fault for it. And I just want poke on them, honestly. See, every time she'd eat, there it goes. There goes their Evelyn trying to chase me. And there's the mark on Rel. And then the Evelyn leaves to go and take Dragon by herself. Because Volibear has just gotten the Herald, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And you can just see I'm just trying to poke where I can get a chance. Now, you'll see that the Rel still has this thing. She should have taken that minion. She should have just taken that minion, but she doesn't. But I thought Rel would take that minion, so I didn't poke at it at all. And that was one of those things. It would have helped because then the small minions would have been able to push up more. Because my minions would have been stepped too far back, and then I would have been able to shoot them. But, you know, it is what it is. There's a thing happening here where Volibear is going to die, or almost die. He pops his ult so that he doesn't die, and then he doesn't leave. He should have left. The Zillion does actually come down here, which is a good thing, because we kind of need this to happen. Now this is when I catch the Misfortune out of position, and I'm just trying everything I can to kill her, and that's all. Senna heals her there, and it makes it so that I can't go in on that. Now this is where I back with the Rel, because we were both too low HP, and Zillion just takes a little bit of farm, which is fine. I don't care. I honestly wanted him to take the last two minions there to push our wave. Now, the Misfortune stays, and I think this is kind of a mistake. As you can see in top lane, this is happening. Now, keep in mind, this is 8 minutes into the game. He's about to take the first tower in under 10 minutes, and there's nothing we can do to stop him. Because the Renekton is level 5, Yeah, think about that. The Renekton is level 5 because he doesn't want to get anywhere close to the Yorick. Which is, that's actually, honestly, what ends up making us hurt so much early on. Is, yeah, and he's 100% dead here if he doesn't do what he just did. So now he has to back again. He should back. He should back. The tower's right there. But whatever. Now, again, we had no ganks in bot lane. So, that fight where the Zillion came down to help us, I thought that was when Volibear also showed up. No. Volibear had just gotten beaten on. So, we're just kind of down here. I had set this ward just to see if they were still going to be there when we weren't. Earlier. So, that's why there's a stealth ward there and not in the bush. So, you know, whatever. It didn't help out that much. We were still able to push on them when we got the good chance. But again, there's that E. The only reason that the Karma doesn't step up is because we have a full wave. Yeah. And I'm just trying to do poke. Senna... Well, I guess Senna wasn't really here. Oh no, that is Senna. I'm sorry. I look at usually colorblind mode when I play. And so I'm like, oh, that was the blue team. That's because of colorblind mode. But yeah, you can see the Yorick is just kind of here, doing his split push thing. This is when the Renekton is finally able to get to level 6. Volibear comes in to gank, and yeah, I really wish I could have seen Volibear at bot lane, especially now, because there's an Evelynn just taking Dragon, again. Yeah, and this is where Volibear should come and contest Dragon or come bot side. I actually didn't pay a lot of attention to what the Volibear was doing. Now I think he should have flashed and tried to smite that dragon, because that's the second dragon that we don't have. Oh no, it's the first dragon. I thought she'd been the dragon earlier. Anyway, she gets the first dragon, which is bad for us, and hits level 6 there. Again, bad for us. I don't know why she's just now level 6 and Volibear is level 8. Now, Evelynn makes a great play here and walks around, waits for me, and just, she executes me. Yeah, that was just a great play. That was a great play. Well, I just had to stay there to hit the minions, and notice she is still there. Now, I don't know why she's still there. She should have just taken her kill and left, because she didn't need to stay. What she should have done is she should have taken Gromp, because she should know Volibear left. Yeah, no, now she's taking Gromp. She should have immediately taken Gromp. She's just wasting time here. Now the Rel is staying, doing what Rel can do, which honestly I don't think that's very much. I'm not very impressed by Rel. Like, this game is not letting Rel impress me whatsoever, and I main support. Yeah, then you have this happening back. Renekton doesn't even want to get close to the wave, which I understand. Yorick is a very scary motherfucker. I mean, at this point, when you do step up, you just shouldn't. Like, he should just be under tower, or just helping other lanes at this point. But he can't, because it's a Yorick, and it will take this tower. The Yorick does take this tower very early on, by the way. Volibear comes to fight this. It's not going to really make a difference. Yeah, doesn't really make a difference. Senna and Evelynn end up coming up here too, though, which causes problems. So now there's just a team fight over here, 3-on-3. Yeah, Volibear is going to die. Oh no, he got away. I thought he died there. I don't remember him getting away from that. Well, there's still a fight, and for whatever reason the Renekton thought he could be there. I don't know why the Renekton thought that. The Zillion's also going to die. He could have left. He could have left. Yeah, and Senna's also just taking chickens, which is great. But I don't know why he hasn't. He should have. Maybe he's just claimed the wave. We're just kind of, you know, doing our own thing down here. I'm minding my business. We're still losing this lane. I was trying to get that one minion before hitting the cannon. But that was what Karma was doing to me. I heal there because I don't want what Evelyn did last time to do again. Because I don't have vision in this bush. And even though Evelyn's all the way topside, I didn't want her to come back down. Now notice, we have still not gotten a gank. I feel like if we had gotten a gank down here, I would have been much healthier. Now I flash away because I don't want them, because I knew their wave was coming. I did not want them to do things. This is where Volibear comes to gank, but I'm not there. That's the problem. I'm not there. Because I had 2 HP, and none of this matters. Rel just stands in that. Then Volibear gets rooted. Rel ults, and Rel dies to... Oh, Rel dies to Karma and not Power Shot. Volibear stays, gets a kill, and then he's going to die to the Karma.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Barely gets out alive. Barely gets out alive. But that was the one time that he came and ganked bot side. And notice, we were not really losing bot lane, but we did need ganks to happen. What he should have done is he should have went to Wolves, I think, and then waited for me to be back down there, so it would have been a 3-on-2. Because ganking with a 2-on-2 doesn't always work. And the other thing was we didn't have minion wave there, so I don't really think it helped. And now here comes the Evelyn to do Evelyn things. Which I don't remember getting away from this. Yeah, no, I die. I just auto get as much poke as I can. Here comes the Zillion to clean up with the Renekton. Again, the Renekton is just not doing very well at this point. And Zillion's is doing what Zillion can. The Rel comes back down. And this is a moment where if Volibear is here, we can take Dragon. There's an Evelyn, guys. I didn't actually see this because I was dead and I don't remember what I was watching. I don't remember this. I think that's a better way to look at it. I don't remember this. Yeah. That happens. Renekton is going to die here. Yeah, the Renekton dies. Rel picks up a kill, and now here's the Volibear. I would have just taken the dragon. I would have just started hitting the dragon. Because with their jungler gone down, we can take dragon. I don't know why that played out. I don't remember that. I don't remember that playing out the way it did. Why am I walking up there? Oh, that's why I'm walking up there, so I can get health. Okay. I do remember doing that, but I don't remember why I did that, and then that's why. I just wanted that to get my HP back for lane. Because I'm over here just trying to take these. And then I miss out on cannon because I shot just a little too early. Which is fine. I also wasn't expecting a crit, and that might be why I missed it. But either way, I missed it. Now there's the Evelyn. And that is when I actually, I pinged to be cautious because I saw the Evelyn blip on the radar. And I didn't know exactly where Miss Fortune was, so I just ran. I was just like, no, we just kind of back. Now she's invisible, and she's just kind of chasing us. And this is when I decide we need to go to top lane. Now, this is going to be a W for the, her. The problem is, there's a Yorick here beating on this tower, and I felt like I needed to help. I should have actually turned and helped the Rel, but the Rel should have just kind of run away, because the Rel is very tanky at this point, and Rel should not have walked back into that. And Renekton should not be chasing them. Now, here comes Big Volibear, Big Papa. He's not really going to get much done. Because they're long gone. The only person that's nearby is Karma. And she's just going to take the control ward that I think I put there? I think I put the control ward there. Because I don't remember the Rel really doing a lot with that. But yeah, Rel should have just tried to get back to the tower way earlier than she did. But you know, it is what it is. Volibear has at least found the Evelyn. Gets the kill. The Volibear is doing a lot. The Volibear really is doing a lot here. And that's going to be a dead Yorick. The Misfortune ults just kind of randomly there. This is the thing I loved about the Misfortune, is she would just randomly ult sometimes. Now, at this point in the game, I have decided to leave bot lane because I feel like I can't salvage it. There's nothing I can do. So I'm here mid lane, and this is where crazy things start to happen. Is about right here at this minute. Because I have max on W, so I'm every 4 seconds I'm sending out Ws. Yeah. Now that stun happens, I'm just trying to clear wave. Because as long as they're pushed back in a tower, they can't do a lot. Zilean is playing very far forward. Yeah. And you can see there's a lot happening mid right now. And this is great. There's the Evelyn. And I don't know what the Renekton was doing there. Now I actually get revenge on the Evelyn here. Get the kill. The Misfortune steps up. I flash back. Oh no, I didn't flash. Yeah, and I'm just doing crazy stuff right now. Top lane, this is happening, and I ping that we need to do that. Or someone pings it, I don't remember. But I'm just kind of here, just in mid, waiting for wave to come back, because I want to take this tower, if at all possible. What ends up happening is I end up killing her with an arrow, because I want the kill on Misfortune. I've picked up a lot of kills at this point, just in the span of a minute. Volibear cleans this up, so the tower is still safe for now. But again, you can see how badly top lane has been demolished. This will cause a problem later. But right now, we're here, we're just beating on this tower as much as we can. Senna does a Senna thing, misses everybody, which is fine. Now, I'm just here at half health. And I shouldn't be. I honestly shouldn't be. I should be doing other things. But I'm still here. Now, I didn't think the Rel was going to go in on this, but because the Rel did, I'm actually able to get the kill on Senna there. And I die because of it. Because of just tower shots.
Rampage.
Yeah. Which is fine. Honestly, it's fine. It's an even trade at that point. Like I said, Zilean did kind of lose lane to the Senna, but I think it's because he roamed a bit more than not, a bit often. But it was really just like about this time that I start to really pop off and just do crazy things. Now they're pushing us back. I think Volibear escapes within an inch of its life every single time. Every single time. The Rel is back. I'm not a fan of the Rel. By actually watching Rel a little more now, I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm just not.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, and I'm over here for the Misfortune. I actually flash out of that because I would have died if I'd stayed. And I just back into the fountain here. But because that happened, Misfortune's used her ultimate, she's dead, and so is the Karma. Because my team just jumps on this. Unfortunately, this is also happening, and Volibear pings that we need to go up there. And then I'm letting people know that I'm going over here, and I want help. Because the problem is, this guy, he has a wave coming. And I am quickly killed. I am very quickly killed. We do a fight at Dragon. I'm actually going to drag it back just a little bit. How do I speed up? How do I speed up? Quick playback. Okay, here we go. So I'm just pinging that this is happening to let them be aware of it. Yeah, that happens, but they did get the dragon. No, I want to watch this. This is more important. This is more important. I want to see this.
team's inhibitor.
I wouldn't have gone that way to just take free poke. Again, this is free poke everywhere. But I don't know what that ult does. I really don't know what that ult does. It doesn't seem to do much, and it seemed to actually give Senna shield. Yeah. The Zillion's not a bad player. Like, he's landing those pretty well, which is honestly awesome. Yeah. So we're coming here to fight minions, me and Volibear. Volibear pretty much cleans them before I can even get there. And then I just send to E, because I want to keep checking Baron. Because I'm worried that they're going to get Baron and then just lead a march down mid lane or top lane, and no one's going to be able to stop it. Like, that's what I'm worried about, so I keep doing that a lot, same with Falcon. Yeah. Meanwhile, this is happening. Evelyn comes in and just, you know, picks up a kill, and then there's nothing. I actually end up stunning the Evelyn from afar. I just shot an arrow into the fight. Like, I just wanted to see what was going to happen there. I end up taking it some chip, but here's where things start getting crazy. So there's a level 13 Yorick that's got the stat stick, and we're just beating him down. Yep, there goes the Evelyn trying to kill me. Doesn't do a great job. And then here I am, I'm just hitting the Yorick, and he's gone. And then there goes the Maiden. And this is where we all should just back. This is where we all should have just backed and gotten health. And they just, I don't know why they don't immediately do it. Volibear just kind of, Volibear's just being bullied. He's being bullied off of chickens. Which is kind of sad. Now this is happening, we're all gonna kind of go to that at some point. Renekton needs to help with that, but doesn't. So instead, 3 people are here. I'm here because I can mow them down faster than anyone else. Yeah, Zillion at least does that. But, lo and behold, there is another Mega Minion there. I end up going up to this because I understand the Zillion can't deal with it as well as I can. Right now, I think I'm the best wave clear on my team. And I'm able to do a lot of damage. And honestly, I should be here, but it's because the Mega Minions, if they start beating on this, we immediately lose. But they're having a hard time, the enemy team at this point is having a very hard time just kind of closing the game. And it's about this point that I re-arrive. And I got rooted. I just tried to get away from my team there. Senna root. Senna root mean. Yeah, and it's at this point that I'm just like, every 4 seconds I'm throwing off a W. I'm just staying out of it. Again, Misfortune just ults there for seemingly no reason. It's not good. Volibear does the Volibear thing. And then I'm just over here picking things from behind. And there's the Evelyn. She gets rooted. She tries to leave. We follow her, and she dies. Yeah, and then here we are just clearing wave. Yeah, and Renekton takes the gold for himself, which is a good thing. We end up, I think, killing the Evelyn here. And I'm just pinging that I need to go back. Because I kind of do. This is happening, and I don't want this turret to die. Because this turret's already taken some damage, and I knew it because of the slow team fights. Yeah, and I'm trying my hardest here. Again, because Super Minion takes so much. You can beat on a Super Minion for so long. It's crazy. So I'm just basically just trying to buy us some time with this top lane, because we always have to deal with it. And lo and behold, this wave needs to get pushed out better. It's just a mess. It's just a mess, basically. At least they don't have a Super Minion with this wave, so it's a little better. But they're going to get closer and closer every time. So, I think I can speed up a little more. Okay. So this is when we end up catching Yorick where he shouldn't be. Now Yorick does not contain me in his cage. I back up a little bit because I don't know where the Evelyn is. And I found the Evelyn there, who just kind of flashes. I walk around the Misfortune ult. I end up getting that. Where am I right now? Yeah. And then they're just kind of dead. Oh no, did I die? I died. Yeah, no, I died there. What am I talking about? I'm uber dead. But, you know, we're at least doing things. So we ping Dragon, we're going to Dragon. Now, I want you to know that they have 2 dragons and 7 turrets. We have 1 turret and 1 dragon. And the gold is still a little bit even. At least. Like, we've ended up starting to turn the game around. Now, it is at this point, about this point, where I'm going to spawn back in, and the first thing I do is I just shoot an arrow straight at the dragon. It's one of the first things that I do. Oh no, is that a later point in time? There was one point where I just shot an arrow straight at dragon when I spawned back in. But I am right over here now. I'm marching up with my Rel, Zillion close behind. And there's a point in time where I start to like the Renekton, but it is not yet. It is not yet. At this point, I'm just warding. I'm warding because I don't feel like dealing with it. They're trying to push, and I'm doing my best to de-push. Yep, I'm just doing what I can. That Senna is really, really annoying. But I end up having to force their support back, which is good, because this is when Volibear shows up, and this is where crazy things just happen. The Misfortune actually has a good ult, but now Volibear's just kind of alone. And I have to back because I have like 2 HP. The Misfortune ult left me with that much HP. So I had to leave. But that's why I said she had a really good ult. It hit all of us, and I was left with like nothing there. But still, I've done a lot. Renekton barely escapes with his life. The Senna takes a lot of damage, and this is where Senna dies to me. And now the Evelyn is also going to die to me. Because she just shouldn't have been, you know, up there. So we've successfully stopped them from pushing into us. And now we have a little bit of a gold advantage. It's not a lot, but we do have a little bit of one. I again send this Falcon all the way over to Baron because I want to see if the Evelyn is over there. Because they still have 3 people. The Yorick is very, very, very bulky. It's still a Misfortune. I know I killed Evelyn, but I just wanted to see if those 3 would be there. Because I thought maybe they could be taking Baron while we're dealing with stuff back here. And I also wanted to see, you know, maybe if they were here. But it's whatever. They weren't. They never did. They never went up to take Baron or Herald. Which, you know, we thought. Now, this is where I end up seeing him on Vision because I placed this control ward. As I think the control ward does see him. No, it didn't. It did not see him. But we do end up seeing him here, and he just wants to come and get this. Now, he is going to die for this, but he has that is a very brilliant plan. And even with the Zillion stunning him, my R stunning him, and all of that, it almost doesn't matter. He's so tanky, he's taken out most of our inhibitor. And we need that to stay the inhibitor, because if it's not, then we're going to have to deal with the Mega Minions again, and that's a problem. So down here, this is happening. I don't know why the Rel is down here by herself. But it worked out, I guess. I don't know why the Rel was down there by herself. I never noticed that. Why were you down there by yourself, Rel? Yeah, and then Zillion is just doing Zillion things. And meanwhile, I'm down here, and I'm just Wing everything. I'm just like, every time I get W, I'm over there. I don't know why Renekton ran at that. I really don't know why Renekton ran at that. I don't. He shouldn't have towered over there. He also almost gets rooted there. The Zillion comes back in. And this is where I just kill the, no, it's not where I kill the Senna. I do something similar to that R right there, and the reason I did that is because I thought I was going to get that kill on the center, and I don't. Now I send the arrow out, and this is where I just start picking off. There's a Misfortune ult from the bushes, and then I go and chase after Misfortune, who E's so that I can't catch her. And then those are chickens gone for them. Zillion resurrects the Renekton, and then I end up taking a lot of damage because that Karma is big damage. Now Renekton just stays just kind of doing his own thing for a while, just walking in circles, not running up with the Volibear. I'm behind, I'm walking up, and I'm hesitant because I have low HP. Yeah, and I end up getting that. Now I end up stunning the Evelynn there, which I think is important, because it means the Evelynn can't go invisible and find the Volibear, who, you know, is going to leave now. Or should be leaving now, but kind of just isn't. Now I'm back because I thought that the fighting was over, but it's somehow not. I thought the fighting was over, but it was not. I might have also... Oh no, I went back to buy Bloodthirster. That's what I did. Because at this point, I had like 3,000 gold several times when I backed. And it's just because so much team fighting had been happening. Now, this is where I think we get our next dragon. So we're up, we're about to be up dragons. And it is. I'm back in the fray. And I'm bursting down everything that I can. And then here's dragon. Like, we burst down this dragon very quickly. Now again, I'm critting most of my shots. Yeah, I'm critting most of my hits, and that's just doing so much damage every single shot. Now, I think, is this the part where I try to go to that Misfortune? Yeah, I think the Misfortune's very out of position, so I go to kill her. Now, I don't know why Volibear's backing her. Are you getting an item? Because I feel like Volibear should have went mid to help the Zillion. And at this point, it's where everyone is starting to get to level 18. And we should be trying to close the game, if we can. I send this up here to see where the Evelynn is, just in case she's topside with Zillion. She is not. She ends up killing me here, though, and getting the shutdown gold, which is bad for us. The Rel is also going to die. However, the Volibear and Zillion are on the way, and they're going to kill the Senna. Yeah, and she's dead to the bomb. Volibear didn't need to stay there. I don't know why the Karma was there. Yeah, Volibear jumps over the wall and just kills the Karma, which is amazing. He's got to take a couple tower shots for it, though. And then there's an Evelynn. Like, they honestly could have gotten away from that, but they didn't. I just knew my team was going to turn on that. Yeah, Volibear just kind of overstayed his welcome there. Yeah, Volibear just overstayed his welcome, which is so unfortunate. And Misfortune ends up getting that shutdown gold, which is, how much is that? Oh my god, that was 700 gold. And then here we are dealing with the Yorick again. Now I'm just dealing with them so they don't get the inhibitor again. And I don't want to go hunting for a Yorick in the forest. Yeah, I do not want to go hunting for that in the woods. Again, I do that because I don't know where the Evelynn is. I want to see if they're at Baron. Where is it in this game that I end up doing this? Now we end up pinging the Yorick and just doing things there. Yeah. That happens. The Yorick is over here. Yorick dies for what he's doing. Volibear picks up that kill. I'll burst him down. I'm trying to get to this fight, but this Volibear is too fast for me. And Volibear is honestly going to pick up this kill. Oh no, Zillion picks up the kill. Now this is where I ping Baron. This is where I ping Baron. And I feel like he's just trying to get these guys. All the Volibear seems to want is them. which I understand. Get them. But I'm just spam pinging this like we need Baron. They don't have their jungler. We do. Let's take this. So here we are, just mowing down Baron as fast as we can. Now, hold on. This is the stupidest thing I have ever seen anyone do. You are a misfortune at level 15. There is a level 17 Volibear, a level 18 Ashe, and a level 18 Zellion. Now, Zellion here is the first one that finds the misfortune. I'm busy trying to mow down this Baron creature because we need it. Now, this misfortune ults, and the moment she ults, the moment I see her, I turn around and I just launch an Ashe arrow at her. And she stopped in the middle of ult. She's stunned from that. I end up killing her with very much... Like, that was so stupid. That was so stupid what the misfortune does there. And we're good. We've gotten that. I end up just... I back in that bush. The Zellion backs in... What? I thought you backed with me. Well, Zellion should have backed there, but does not. So he ends up just going back to his jungle camps, doing Volibear thing, which is fine. And then this is where I type in the chat push. I type push in the chat, and this is where the game seriously starts turning around for us. Because we have this advantage now where we have Baron buff. And I want to use that as much as possible. I have vision here for the Evelynn. I have vision here for the Evelynn. Like, we're good. I'm doing my damnedest to keep us in this game. Like, so is the Volibear. Volibear and I are really just trying our best. Evelynn and Karma are just down here by themselves. Don't really know why. But we're here pushing mid, and I'm glad they're down there for whatever reason. Yeah, but it's when we're here that good things are happening. Yeah, Evelynn's just backing to get her HP back before she comes and wins the fight. And this is where most of the fight... I'm actually just going to let the camera do its thing now. This is where a lot of the big fighting really starts to happening. And Misfortune just ults there, I think partially because she has to. Now, the Renekton gets marked there. This is actually where I start liking the Renekton a lot more. Because he's with me. He's with me that we need to push this. Because we do. And as soon as we take this turret, we can get inside their base. I end up missing my Ashe arrow there. I was aiming for the Karma just to stop her from being able to do anything for a couple seconds. I don't think I should have ulted there. It's a very big mistake. Senna gets map vision there. Again, cool. Meanwhile, this is happening at our base. Which I'm upset at it, but I understand at the same time. It does somewhat come back to bite us, but not really. Because now the Zellion and I have finally made it into their base, and it's just because we have kills on the right things. Evelynn's dead. Like, Evelynn's dead, the Yorick's dead, that's all that matters here. Because we can take the Misfortune, like, we can take the Senna and the Karma. Misfortune comes back, she just throws an E, makes us back off a little bit. And then I'm just out here just trying to do everything that I can. The Evelynn is back, and this is where I'm dead, because she charms me. Now, I get resurrected here, and the problem is, that is still the problem, the Evelynn. I get charmed, and because of the charm, I get walked into the turret and killed, but the Misfortune got the last auto on me, and then that's why. Now, I didn't actually pay attention to how much we took from the Nexus during this. Now, Volibear, I think is just, he's a little too close to the fountain to really do what he's doing. He should have stayed back. Rel ults. This is going to be the thing. Volibear, at the low HP that he is, he's trying his damnedest to get as much juice as we can on this. We have Mega Minions over here. We have almost a full team wipe. The only thing left is a Karma. And, like, we're trying. Volibear just needs to leave the tower. Like, he's doing his damnedest. Yeah. And this is the point where they should leave. in my opinion. Oh, no. They have 5 seconds for Misfortune to come back. Now, what Volibear is doing, I understand, but we should all be hitting this tower. Guys, it's a misfortune. Guys, it's a misfortune. How much damage did we get? You should have just kept beating on it. Like, actually, as soon as the misfortune came back, y'all should have left. Y'all should have left, because now that all of you are dead... Oh, there was so little HP on it. Okay. This is where I make a mistake, being the last person left. Now, I type in the chat Zillion base. Because I think he's only concerned with getting the last couple hits on this. I make a mistake here. What I should do is I should hide in the forest and then try to take this by myself. I make this mistake because right now we're up everything. We've turned the game completely around from where we're losing every lane to where now we have an actual win con. And I make the mistake of going back to base. What I should have done is waited for them to come to our base because they'd have to chew through the turrets first. And they've only got this low HP on their Nexus. So I made the biggest mistake here, I think, because I just wasn't there. Now, I disagree, though, that Zillion should have done what he did here. Which is, I'm going to stay on a 4v1, where there's not an Ashe close to me because Ashe literally just spawned in. Now, I'm actually going over here just to get to the minions. And now I know they're beating down our wave with ease. And then I'm just going to stand under tower. What I should have done, what I really should have done, is after doing this, I should have walked through this forest and gone just down here by myself. And forced them not to be in our base. And basically sacrificed myself. Or picked up the win. Because again, this has so low HP, it's only going to take 3 hits. 2 or 3 hits and it's dead. And I should have realized that. Now, no one on my team told me to try to sneak into their base. I was just thinking they're going to full-on march at us. And I just need to do everything that I can. I've been marked by the Evelyn, does not matter. I'm dead here. Yeah, I'm just mega dead there. There's nothing I can do about it. Renekton comes out too early, gets himself eaten up. He should have waited an extra couple seconds for the Volibear. Because the Volibear is the thing carrying us. I'm helping a lot, but the Volibear is super carrying. And they're just getting jumped on, team wipe. And the rest of the game proceeds as this. Which is basically, we can't defend this. There's the Mega Minions. Yeah. Like I said, it does sort of come back to bite us, that downed inhibitor up there, but there's not really much we can do about it. But again, very, very close game. We managed to end up turning around such a huge loss during the laning phase into a win, just because of team fights. But I just wanted to show that. I just wanted to show that, because that game really did, make me happy. Because I thought that I played really well. I did make mistakes. I got an S- for that game. But that's all I wanted to show you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. And we're going to see all of you in the next video that we do. Take care, everybody.